Hi, friends. Welcome back to Shutdown, Not Shaken, a special mini-series of the At Ease podcast. I'm your host, Cristin and today's episode is about movement. Not in the sense of progress, but literally moving your body. When I first heard about Kinesthetic Cognitive Therapy, a modality developed by dance therapist Erica Hornthal, something in me was like, yes, that is it. That is it. Because for so many of us, especially Black women, we've been conditioned to talk, right? That might look like having a therapist. It might look like venting to a friend. For some of you, it might look like venting online, and pray our way through pain, but rarely to move through it. And in a time like this, with the government shutdown dragging on, jobs uncertain, people about to lose their SNAP benefits, and the weight of the world pressing on our backs, movement might be one of the most radical forms of survival we have left. So today, I want to explore how dance, stillness, and body awareness can help us come home to ourselves even when everything else feels unstable. Let's start with a little background. Erica Hornthal, known as the therapist who moves you, created Kinesthetic Cognitive Therapy as a bridge between how we think and how we move. Traditional talk therapy focuses on thoughts and emotions, but it often leaves out the body. KCT is based on that understanding that our bodies store memory. Movement, posture, even breath can carry unprocessed emotions. So instead of asking, "What are you thinking right now?" Hornthal might ask, "What are you feeling in your body? Where does that emotion live? How might that emotion want to move?" This approach invites you to connect your cognitive awareness, your thinking, with your kinesthetic awareness, your movement. In other words, your body becomes a source of information, not just the vessels through which we experience life. Now, let's talk about what that means for us. Black women have always used movement as medicine, from church praise breaks to HBCU marching bands, from twerking in the club to swaying babies on hips. We've always embodied resilience. But in times like these, when our communities are under pressure, when DEI roles are being cut, and when uncertainty is thick in the air, our bodies carry that stress. Our backs tighten, our jaws clench, our shoulders rise. We move less, even when our minds are racing. Hornthal says that movement mirrors mindset. If you're rigid, your thinking often is too. If you're fluid, adaptable, you can access creativity and calm even in chaos. So when the world feels heavy, our first act of resistance might just be to move. Not perform, not exercise, not produce, just move. Let's get a little scientific for a minute. Research in somatic psychology and neuroscience shows that the body and brain are deeply intertwined. Movement, even gentle movement, helps regulate the nervous system. When we move, we activate the vagus nerve, which helps bring us from fight or flight into rest and digest. That's why something as small as rocking side to side or swaying your arms can bring a sense of calm. Hornthal's approach in kinesthetic cognitive therapy isn't about choreography or dancing well. It's about awareness. The body becomes both the messenger and the medicine. So here's a quick exercise you can try right now. Take a deep breath. Notice where your body feels tight or heavy. Without judgment, start to move that area gently. Roll your shoulders, stretch your neck, flex your fingers. Notice what changes physically, emotionally, or even energetically. Movement is a conversation. Your body has been waiting for you to respond. I know so many of you listening are navigating uncertainty right now, whether it's layoffs, furloughs, parenting, aging parents, grief. When you feel out of control, movement offers you one thing you can control: your relationship with your own body. In her work, Hornthal says, When we move, we create change, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So, what if instead of trying to solve everything, you simply moved something today? Maybe it's a walk without your phone. Maybe it's turning on music and dancing while you cook. Maybe it's lying on the floor breathing deeply and allowing your chest to rise and fall without rushing. This is movement as mindfulness, and it can be powerful because you are reclaiming your agency one breath, one gesture at a time. Movement also helps give permission to express emotions that don't have words. Think about it. How do you move when you're angry? How does your body show sadness or joy or relief? Hornthal says that when we give the body permission to express what's been trapped, we release not only the emotion, but the energy around it. That's why collective movement, like dancing in a class together, marching in protest, or moving in worship, feels so liberating. In her book, Body Aware, Hornthal reminds us that emotions are energy in motion. If we don't move them, they move us. So when grief feels too heavy to name, anger feels too dangerous to voice, move it, shake it out, stomp, stretch, sway. You're not just dancing, you're processing. I've said this many times, joy is not the absence of pain. It's the presence of life. And sometimes the fastest way back to joy is to move like joy even before you feel it. Kinesthetic Cognitive Therapy invites us to rehearse the feeling we want to return to. If you want peace, move like peace. If you want freedom, move like freedom. If you want joy, let your body remember what joy feels like. Dance, even if it's in the kitchen. Move, even if your heart is heavy. You don't need a playlist. You just need permission. So as we close, I want to leave you with some reflection questions. What emotions have I been carrying in my body lately? What parts of me have gone still or rigid? How might movement, even a small one, bring relief or release today? When was the last time I moved for no reason other than it felt good? Thank you for joining me today with Shutdown, Not Shaken. If you take anything away from this episode, let it be this. When life feels stuck, move what you can. When words fail, let the body speak. And as always, if the government is still shut down, I will see you tomorrow.